Racks and Tracks TV is about the real world and about real people.
If you're looking for Hollywood, this is not the show for you.
What happens out there, we will show you on here.
We don't hunt high fences.
We believe in fair chase and getting the youth involved.
Like I said, if you're looking for 180 class bucks, it probably won't happen here.
Remember, we do live in Michigan. We hope you enjoy the show. Grand Rapids Airport. We're heading to Anchorage, Alaska. We're going to meet a good friend of mine, Scott. I met this guy 2 years ago up here. He has an airboat. He offered to take us out in this airboat, and we're going to do a caribou hunt with this guy. We don't really know him that well. I met him, never hunted with him, but I think it's going to be a good time. These are a couple buddies of mine, one of my cool guys here with me today. It's going to be a lot of fun, so stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We're heading to Alaska. I think we're packed and loaded and ready to go.
1-6.
Oh,
there you
See you, kids. You be good for your mom, all right?
All right.
You hold down the fort while your dad's gone.
091.
Okay?
Okay.
Remember there, Elvis, you're the man of the house now. Well, we got into Alaska last night, got into Anchorage, flew in, stayed over at Scott's last night, went up this morning, got our hunting license. We're 100% legal, Caribou. Here we come. Well, here we are in Cold Foot, Alaska. We already passed the Arctic Circle. We're heading up the Continental Divide now and up and over to hunt caribou. This is our last stop right here for gas. Gas, fuel, anything you need right here. So, well, let's go. Let's do it. Well, here we are. It's the first day out. We've been on this river for almost a whole day. We've only seen a couple caribou so far, but they claim the caribou are still over that way towards the ocean. They're still coming this direction. Maybe the next day or two. Hopefully we're going to hit it. We've seen one fairly decent bull here today, but he was way off. He had some cows with him. We never did go after it, but well, we can't say we're not trying. This boat is pretty amazing coming up this river. I was up the same river here last year on a regular boat, like a jet boat. It took us 8 hours to get all the way up to pump station 2, which took us today about 20 minutes. So it was pretty amazing. Anyhow, let's see if we can kill some caribou today, huh, buddy?
Sounds good.
Wow.
Let's stalk one.
That's good. There's Jim right there. The bulls are right out in front of him, about 500 yards. Then you look way over here. You see those two guys right there. That's Mike and Dan trying to get over there and cutting them off, but they're a long ways away.
All right, we're out in the tundra. I just tried to stalk a big old caribou. They're about 500 miles away. Those things are a long ways away right there.
We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Just got my truck serviced by Denoyer Chevrolet. That gives me the confidence to get back into the backcountry. Get your truck down, get it serviced at Denoyer's.
Specialized Demolition has been in the demolition, excavating, and environmental field since 2001. We are staffed with demolition, excavating, and environmental professionals and are equipped with the latest technology to handle any demolition, excavating, or environmental need you may have. Our greatest commitment is to please the customer and do everything possible to ensure their project is done safely and on schedule. Give Specialized Demolition a call for a free estimate.
Drosk Heating and Cooling. We are small enough to make you feel like family, but large enough to handle any of your heating and cooling needs. We are licensed to install and repair all makes and models of systems, including boilers, furnaces, geothermal heat pumps, as well as any AC equipment needs you may have. So if you need assistance with any of your heating or cooling needs, please feel free to call Drosk Heating and Cooling and let us treat you like family.
Long Range Archery has expanded their archery expertise and inventory to the wonderful town of Holland, Michigan. As well as their original location in Twin Lake, Michigan, they carry over 15 major bow and crossbow brands with sights, rests, quivers, arrows, bow fishing equipment, turkey hunting supplies, license sales, and even a full archery bow and crossbow repair center. They've got your bases covered. So come on into either the Twin Lake or Holland location and check out the unbelievable selection and top-notch service.
Racks and Tracks is proudly sponsored by. Looking for the perfect pair? Well, here it is. The Prime Bow made by G5 and the Striker Broadhead, a match made in heaven. I take my scent control very seriously. That's why I use Scent Lock. It gives me the confidence I need to get close enough to make the shot. Why mess with flimsy hangers when you can use the Zip Start made by Slate River? They start the first time, every time. All right, now let's get back to the show. Whew. Well, here it is, day 2. We're up in Alaska caribou hunting. The weather changed a little bit this morning. It was a little nasty yesterday, rainy, crappy. Today it's got a little bit of snow in the air, a little bit colder, but not bad. Our plan is we're out of gas, so we're going to head back into Prudhoe Bay. We're going to fill up our tanks, fill up our truck, fill up the airboat, and head back out this afternoon. They say the caribou are starting to move this way. We've seen a few yesterday right here out of camp, come across the river. So let's see. We'll get out during night and hopefully they start moving. We haven't seen much for caribou. We've seen a couple pretty good ones last night. Nothing big, a couple small bulls, but we couldn't get on them. But it's getting a little cooler, the weather's changing, so let's see what happens. We're heading up the river. All of a sudden we've seen 3 huge caribou come across. Scott panics, beaches the boat. 3 of us jump out. We put a stalk on these caribou. The closest we could close the gap was about 150 yards, and all 3 of them walked off. Well, that was a big bull right there, wasn't it, buddy? That one had some big tops, good bezzes,
That's a dandy.
shovel.
All 3 of them were definitely shooters.
We got within 150 yards, 155.
Yeah.
That was a nice bull. Well, they were all nice, but that one was extremely nice.
And nice with your bow.
That was bigger than that one yesterday we seen, I think, even.
Yep. I blew that one away. There's more stickers hanging off of that bugger.
Yeah, beautiful tops. Well, we tried. What do you do? Let's go for another one.
Tough sport with a bow.
Yeah, it sure is. Sometimes this is what you got to deal with up here. You come around this corner, we've seen some huge caribou off here on the right-hand side. Scotty spun a boat around, did a real quick circle. Got a little bit too tight here, and launch this thing up on the bank here. So now we're going to try to push this thing off this bank, and hopefully we can get her off and get her going. So we're up quite a ways, and this thing's heavy. But we got a lot of muscle here. Show the muscle.
See that muscle?
Jim was pretty excited his first time in Alaska. Although he put a great stalk on this caribou, I assured him that, Jim, we can do better, and that afternoon he did.
Nice shot. First bow kill. The thing went 2.5 miles. Or more. 3 miles. There he is. Full velvet. Look at that. What a stud.
Not big, but I'm happy with it.
Congratulations.
First time in Alaska. Passed a smaller one up. Ray talked me out of it. Just went a little bit bigger. But I worked for it, so I'm going to take it.
One down, baby. One down. Here we are walking our 600 yards out. 3 miles. Our old Tundra Jim shot his caribou.
Well, here we are, day 4. We went up yesterday, and we went up the, I think it's called the Chachuca River. We went up all the way up into the mountain range. I tell you what, we've seen a few caribou, not a lot of caribou. They claim the caribou are still up there and moving this direction. We maybe seen 15, 20 caribou yesterday. A couple nice bulls we see got killed. We haven't killed any ourselves, but one small one. The weather's pretty good right now. We're out of gas in our boat, so we're going to have to head up to Dead Horse, pick up some more gas, come on back out, and get back out there this afternoon. So let's see what happens.
On the second to last day, we spent a couple hours glassing this valley, and in the background is the beautiful Brooks Range. This was Mike's first trip in Alaska, just like Jim's, and he really wanted to take some meat home, and he was running out of time. He decided to take this cow, resting the gun on my shoulder.
Nailed her. She's done. Good job, Mike.
Good job, my man. It's now time to take a look at a few of our sponsors.
A national and local movement helping churches help people with more than a hand out, with a hand up.
At Inferno Tech, we've got you covered. The Inferno Element Protection System by Inferno Tech, featuring real tree camouflage and Thinsulate brand ultra insulation from 3M. The convenience of a backpack with the warmth and protection of a full body system. Innovative, easy to use, scent controlled, weather resistant, quiet, and guaranteed to -25 degrees Fahrenheit. Visit us on the web at infernotech.com.
Where do you take your animal after its harvest? Do you take it to somebody you trust? I've been a taxidermist now for 38 years. I specialize in big game heads and full mounts. Also, this fall, I'm running a special on deer heads. The first 25 heads that come in my shop, $400 a piece. If you get a chance, come on in, check out my showroom. Good luck this fall hunting that trophy. I hope to see you then.
Hey Earl, what does fishing have to do with gospel?
Well, Jesus said, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. And my wife and I are leaving Michigan to do some fishing on the Rocky Boy Indian Reservation in northern Montana. If you'd like to find out more about our ministry, check out nowjesus.org.
Racks and Tracks is proudly sponsored by. Juice up your food plot this fall with the new salad dressing made by Tinks. The deer love it. You will too. You'll never second guess your shot placement again. Shoot Luminoc. You'll always know where your arrow goes.
And the fighting purrs. Okay. Now that call right there, I'll break down more gobblers with that call right there than any other call.
You want to kill a big bird this spring? Get your hands on a Quaker Call. When you're hunting that trophy this fall, don't cut corners. Why cover up when you can eliminate? Use ATSCO Scent Eliminator. All right, now let's get back to the show.
Well, here it is, the second to last day. We hunted hard all week trying to get these bulls with a bow. Tell you what, these things are a long ways away. They're not moving very well. We see some big bulls way up over this hill, probably 2.5, 3 miles away, but we're going to go for them. I switched over to the rifle. I come all the way to Alaska. I would like to take a caribou home with me. As much as I want to kill it with a bow, I'm going to get up here and let's see what happens. So let's go, buddy. Let's do it. Come on. We got to break up over this hill right here. Probably another half a mile past this ridge. We've seen some big caribou. We're hoping they're still there when we get up there. We got a huge bull up here in front of us. It's a stud. We've been hunting all week. He's still about 600 yards up here in front of us, but he's a good one. That's what we're after. We've been crawling out for the last half hour or so. You want him? Yep.
Got him.
That one hit him. I heard it hit.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, this caribou hunt in this country isn't what it's cracked up to be. Jim and I have been on this bull for the last 4.5 hours coming across this tundra. To kill one with a bow out here in this flat country is pretty tough. I'll tell you what, we've been hunting all week. Didn't even come close to one, so we got 1 day left. We figure we're going to pull out the rifles and kill ourselves a nice bull to take back to Michigan with us. So I really want to do it with a bow, but hey, what do you do? It is what it is. Got a nice bull. Jim killed one yesterday, so we got 2 guys probably about 4 or 5 miles from us over here. I'm not sure how they're doing too. They're using guns too. We just broke our guns out today, and so he's down. Let's go take a look at him. Good job. Thanks, buddy.
Way to go, Ray.
I always leave these things behind. Well, guys, he's not a monster, but he is definitely a very nice bearing ground caribou. He's a beauty. I've never got one in velvet. His tops ain't real great. He ain't got a lot of good points on him, but he's just a beautiful bull. Last day of the hunt, second to last day. You know what? I'm taking a good caribou home with me, so he's definitely going to be some good eating. What's the plan for the day?
Gonna go retrieve Ray's caribou, cut it up, haul it back about 3 miles that way, and then shoot a couple more. That's our plan.
And of course we got old Killer Packer here.
My plan, follow them all out there, watch, follow them back.
That's a good plan,
Yeah.
dude. Well, I'll tell you what, it doesn't work very good when you leave half your equipment back in the boat. I'm out here, got this caribou all cut up, Jim and I. Jim took off here a few minutes ago to try to find out where the other 2 guys went. Oh, we're not sure what happened this morning. We heard them just blasting over there, over this hill. There were some big, huge caribou over on that ridge over there, and we had those guys go around and put a stalk on them. They shot, I want to say 14 times. I'm not sure what happened, but I sure hope they got a couple caribou down. So now I'm here caping this thing out, got the hide all off it already. I'm sitting here, I got stuck with this little saw. That's all I've got right here, and I'm trying to get this head sawed off this thing, and I've been working on it for, I don't know, half hour right now. So Jim went down to see if he could find those guys, try to get some food for us. We haven't ate all day. I'm getting pretty hungry right now. It's about 6:30 in the afternoon. We've been out here since about 10 o'clock this morning. Been working on this bull. We're probably about 2 miles from the river, which is probably a pretty stupid thing to do, is kill a bull like this 2 miles out. But so we got to get this thing cut up. We've got him cut up already. We've got to get him on a pack. We're waiting for game bags, so, and some food. So I hope Jim gets his butt back here and we can get moving. So anyhow, I got to try to get this head whacked off with this little saw.
He's moving his.
I lost him.
I see.
Is that other one in front of him? All right, it's the last day in Alaska. We tried to bow hunt these things for 4 days. It's the 5th day of hunting. So we decided to take a gun out and got the job done. So this is what we got. It was a hard hunt. We walked a couple miles out here to get this thing, but we got the job done. So here it is on Racks and Tracks TV.
We shot this bull yesterday. We left it out here, and Jim and I packed back out here today. The other two guys that were with us, Dan and Mike, they took off with a rifle over here. They shot about, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 rounds. Jim just walked over there a little while ago, about 2 miles, and see they did have a bull down, half cut up, so those guys must be heading back to camp already, hopefully with half of it. We've got this bull here cut up, ready to go. Jim and I are going to head out. We got about a 2 mile walk back to the boat, and it's right now about 7 o'clock, so we got a few hours left. It don't get dark till about 11, 11:30ish, so we're going to start moving. He's got a lot of meat to carry, and I got some meat in this bag and the antlers. He's got to hide, and we're out of here, man. So we got a long walk. It's a rough area in here, and to walk in is really hard, so we're going to take our time and get back to the boat. So let's do it. Hey everybody, if you've got any film you'd like to share with Racks and Tracks, go to racksandtracks.net. This week we've got some film sent in from Jay Gatrail. He's from Midland, Michigan. He's hunting in the UP. Let's check this out.
Okay, it's 1:30 in the afternoon on opening day still. Still haven't seen a deer, but I checked my trail camera. And there's a nice 8-point. It's not that big, but if he walks in front of me, he's gonna get shot. My heart doesn't normally pump like that, but that was exciting. I had to relax for a minute or two. My heart's pumping out of my chest. So we're gonna go up there and take a look. I'll show you what I got for a blind setup here. Got the snow camo on it. It blends in pretty good with this snow we got. Alright, I just dragged that buck off. I'm probably only 30 yards off the bait. Pull him up. No sense of wasting good daylight, so I'm gonna hunt until dark and see if I can double tap. Well, it's last light and I may have double tapped. I thought I got a good shot. It was another, looked like an 8-point. It had 3 on one side. Almost looked like a twin to that first one I shot at 2:30. After I shot him, I couldn't tell if he buckled up or anything, so I'm going to give him a little bit of time before I go look for blood, but cross my fingers, I might be tagged out. 2 bucks in one night. 10-point, this is my second biggest buck ever. And I shot an 8-point at 2:30. He came in at, I'm guessing, probably about half hour before dark, 5:30. I couldn't get the camera on him because he ran in so fast I wasn't going to risk the chance of missing him. So about probably an 80-yard shot, double lung. He went probably 50 yards and piled up. So happy. Done this once before with a muzzleloader, but never with a rifle. So exciting day. Now I'm tagged out and I've got 5 more days to sit at camp and enjoy the beautiful UP.
We're on our way back from a caribou hunt. We stopped here at the Arctic Circle, as you can see. Everybody wanted to see it. We were up caribou hunting for 7 days. Went up with a good friend of ours, Scott. He's got a huge airboat. He took us back into tundra. We went back 23, 24 miles or 30 miles, a long ways back in. Shot some nice caribou. We had a great time. Dan ended up with a nice one. I got a nice one. These guys both shot caribou. His ain't real big, but he got a good one. Prettier. Nice bill, buddy. And you too, my man. That's a good shoot. Off my shoulder. Well, hey, everybody. We hope you enjoyed today's show as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next week, I'm Ray Colvin. We'll see you right here on Racks and Tracks.
He's down.
Kidding me? Kidding me?
Is it down?
So they're not going nowhere. Are you talking about the guy to the left?
Yeah. I think it went down, didn't it, or not?
It looks like it's down.
No, he's eating. Or is it down? It's down.
Is it?
Hold on. Heads up. Something's wrong with it, I think. It's hunched up. What do you think?
I think if that thing's sitting and you see big antlers, keep shooting.
All right.
Racks and Tracks is proud to be sponsored by these fine products. Racks and Tracks has been brought to you by Now Jesus Ministries.